We're going to talk about how to find the median of a set of numbers, and median just means that it is the middle number. And so on these types of problems, you're going to be given a data set, and it'll basically ask you just to find the median. And so the first thing you need to do when you're given all of your numbers is write them in ascending order. So ascending order means lowest to highest. So you look through your data set, which one is the lowest? It's the 6. So write the 6 down. And what I would do is, just so you can keep track of what you've done, cross them out after you've written them. So the next lowest number is the 11. The next lowest is 14, 16, 41, 82, 93. So here we've got all the numbers and they're written in ascending order, smallest to largest, and all we're going to do is pick out which one is the middle number. Now here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers, so that's an odd number. 7 is odd, so the middle is going to be very straightforward. The next problem we're going to do has an even number of numbers, and that'll be, or we're going to have to take the average. But if you have an odd set of numbers, like here we have 7, you just find the middle number. That's the median. So some of you are going to be able just to do this intuitively, and you can kind of see, okay, 16 is the middle. There's 1, 2, 3 to the left of it. There's 1, 2, 3 numbers to the right of it, so that's in the middle. And that's the answer. 16 is the median for this data set. So if that's not quite as intuitive, what you're going to do is count up how many you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 numbers. You're going to split it. You're trying to find the middle, so you're going to split it into 2. So you're going to divide by 2. 7 divided by 2. You probably know how to, you should know how to do that, or you can plug it in your calculator. You get 3.5. So what you'll have to remember, if this isn't intuitive to you, is do this division and then round up. So 3.5, you round up, so 4. Go to the 4th spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your median. And you can always, and you should always actually, double check yourself by, okay, if I think this is the median, there should be the same amount of numbers to the left of this as there are to the right of it. So if for some reason you pick this number, well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers to the left of it, but only 2 to the right, so that can't be the middle. So if you have an odd number of data elements, you just want to pick the middle one. You can divide by 2, get your answer, and round up. That's the data element that you want to choose, the 4th one in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's very straightforward. You have your data set, write them in ascending order. That's the key, is you have to write them in ascending order. Don't just look at this and then pick out, the middle one. You have to write them in ascending order. That's the key to this whole problem. And then you just find the middle. So let's say we have, so that was an odd number in our data set. Let's say we have an even number in our data set. So let's say our data set is 21, 20, 19, 23, 28, 32, 28, and 30. So again, we see the word median in the question. We're immediately going to just write these numbers in ascending order. So 19 is the lowest, then 20, 21, 23, 28, there's another 28, a 30, and then 32. So again, just write them in ascending order. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. So you can think 8 divided by 2 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we can't pick this number because there's only 1, 2, 3 numbers to the left of it, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers to the right of it. So that is not the median. what you have to do if you have an even number is you can still divide by 2, you get 4. So you take that number and the number beside it, and you're going to calculate the average or the mean. I just did a video on the mean posted last week. So if you don't know how to take the average or the mean of two numbers, you should watch that video. But very simply, we have 23 and 28, so we're going to add them up and divide by 2. So the average is the average between those two numbers is 25.5, and that is the median. So this takes a little bit more doing. It's still the same idea. So if we have 25.5, that's in the middle between these two numbers, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers to the left of it, 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers to the right of it. So that's why it's the middle number. So again, take your data set, write them in ascending order. If it's an even number, here we had 8 numbers, you don't do it the same way you do as with an odd number, whereas before we just picked a number, the middle number. Here you're going to have to calculate an average. So I would still do this where you have 8 numbers, so you divide it by 2, you go to the fourth one, 1, 2, 3, 4, but then you have to take that and the number next to it, 23, 28, and take the average. The average of those two numbers, you calculate that, and that is your median. Okay, so sometimes you might just be given a list of numbers like this and it'll say calculate the median. Other times it might be given in some sort of a word problem. So let's say we have a guy who goes to, there's going to be a word problem that says a guy goes to his family reunion. He meets 5 cousins who are 24 years old. He meets 3 cousins who are 18 years old. And he meets 4 cousins who are 21 years old. What is the median age of his cousins that he met? So he met 5 cousins who are 24, 3 who are 18, and 4 who are 21. So what's the median age? So now this is put in a word problem, so we need to figure out what is our data set. Well, he has 5 who are 24 years old. So we have 24 5 times, because each one is representing a cousin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 that are 24. 3 of them are 18. So 3 are 18. And 4 are 21. So first I would just write down my data set in the way that it's given to me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 21. So now this is our data set. So now we need to write it in ascending order, just like we did last time. Always, always, always write it in ascending order. So we have 18, 18, 18, 21, 21, 21, 21, and then 24 5 times. Whoops. So how many data elements do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 of them. So it's an even number. Divided by 2 equals 6. So we go to the sixth element. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here we have 21. So remember, in even data sets, we have to take that number and the number next to it and average them. So we have 21. The number next to it is 21. So you shouldn't have to do the math on that. The average between 21 and 21 is just 21. But you can if you want. 21 plus 21. Remember how we do the average is we add them together and divide by the number of elements. 42 divided by 2 is 21. So the answer, the median age of his cousins, is 21. But remember, we didn't just go to the middle and choose it. We actually did take the average between this element and that element. It just happened to be that they were the same.